Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Carter. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Levante David in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Carter. This one caught by Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. McCaffrey following the penalty. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Carter. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
for a start. 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Carter to throw on third down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got some space here.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
21-0 our score after one.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Looking to throw. Carter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Carter. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Dobbins going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now they send a man in motion right. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carter. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Back to throw is Carter. Throwing on fourth down. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Carter now on first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 28. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw. Carter got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
On 4th down, Carter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up. pass it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Here's Carter throwing on first down. He gets this one to Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Carter to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Carter on third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barrett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Back to throw is Carter. Throwing to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Carter. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barrett. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Carter. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's Samuel caught left side. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.